Hi everybody, welcome back to Skin School. I hope you guys still enjoying the knowledge and the education we are bringing. I hope you have, like everybody, something to take away from it. I know some of you have been listening in so many times. It's so amazing, and I also get the feedback that you guys are learning a lot, which is great. Today I want to do again something a little more basic and touch on the most important points when it comes to skin, and also want to touch a little bit on anti-aging. But next week I was thinking if we should dive in more into anti-aging. Also, when should we start using Botox fillers? I think there's a lot of confusion on the in this area, and I think it's good if we define what is anti-aging and what can we do and what's best to do and what is good not to do. So today I want to do a little roundup on skin and how to treat skin and what to do with the best in taking best care of our skin. And then I want to ask a few of you to come in as well, and we answer a few of your questions. So I wanted to start with a little introduction about myself for the ones who haven't been part of our master classes and Skin School so far. I try to be short. My name is Dr. Barbara Sturm. I come from the orthopedics. I help pioneering the treatment in the orthopedic, where we take body-on proteins from the blood, process it in a certain way, and re-inject it into the joints to take out inflammation, therefore slowing down the aging process of the joints, and therefore also the osteoarthritis. And it's been used also by lots of sports people, basketball players, everyone with sports injuries was getting those treatments. And I translated this procedure in 2002 into the skin, and I created something which you all know as blood facial, or some people call it vampire facial. And I just wanted to bring this anti-inflammatory approach into skin. And I started at this time injecting Botox and fillers, and wanted to do something on a cellular level effectively and really help the cells with anti-inflammation. So inflammation is my big thing, and everybody who's following me knows that inflammation is going together with everything regarding skin, everything regarding overall health. So if we have a problem, our skin, for example, it goes together with inflammation. This can show in redness, irritation, allergies, eczemas, breakouts, acne, aging, rosacea, cuperosis, name it. Everything happening in our skin is going together with inflammation. And inflammation can be caused by so many factors from outside, like sun, pollution, HEV light coming from the phones. It can be caused by our diet, by our stress levels, by our sleeping habits, and by our skincare products we use. So skincare can have ingredients which can cause inflammation, then cause certain problems in our skin. So at the time when I started getting into the skin space, I also wanted to create a cream for myself, because I couldn't find any product on the market which could hydrate my skin. And this was very surprising, because I always thought hydration is really the key to functioning and beautiful dewy skin. And I actually had always dry skin, and I couldn't find a moisturizer which could do the job for me. And also, I needed to get my skin cleaned out because of the dryness. I had more blackheads and more problems with my skin. So I created this moisturizer, and from there my patients loved it. They wanted to have more products. So I created this entire line. Now I have a line which presents skincare solutions to everyone with skin. So everybody who has a problem can come to me, and we can help, and we have a solution in our line. So our line, I created this line around three main things. Number one, hydration. Number two, anti-inflammation. Number three, nutrition, nutrition, and telomerase activation. Telomerase activation is the most amazing anti-aging tool. And telomerase activation just means that we support an enzyme which keeps our telomeres. These are the caps on the chromosomes, which get shortened every cell division. We keep those caps from shortening, because when the caps are too short, our cells mutate or die. And this is called natural programmed cell death. Our aging process lies actually in our cell divisions. So it's really important to keep our telomeres from shortening, and therefore we get the help of a telomerase activator, which actually is in a herb I use in all our products, which is called purslane. You guys already have heard about purslane if you follow Sturm. Purslane is such a power tool. It's wound healing, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, rich on beta-carotene and omega-3 fatty acids, rich on vitamin A, C, and E. So it's a really powerful herb, but also it functions as a telomerase activator. So this is the powers we use for anti-aging, hydration, anti-inflammation, telomerase activation, and nutrition. So we make sure that our cells are in the best possible shape, that they're not undergo the natural programmed cell death, that we have our cells go through all possible cell divisions, which is really limiting for age. So this is really the idea behind this line, and it's very much designed to support skin barrier function and cell function. So what is skin barrier? First of all, our skin has different layers. You all know that. Skin cells go through a cycle of 28 days. They get created in the bottom and then work their way up to the surface. They die, become dead skin cells, and then they flake off. That's the cycle. One cell cycle takes 28 days. So this also means if you do something to your skin and you want to get changes in your skin, it doesn't go overnight. If something goes overnight, it's very aggressive and very damaging to your skin, because the dead skin cell layer, together with a hydrolipid film and a microbiome on our skin, represents the skin barrier. And the skin barrier is our fortress. It's the protection tool of our skin. And I know we are really in the mood for keeping our bodies as healthy as possible, especially in a situation like now, where we're really attacked by a virus and really threatened by a virus. We want to make sure our immune system is strong and healthy, our overall health is fine, that we're really presenting ourselves in the strongest possible way. And we do this so well with, we are already watching our diet, we're doing our workouts, we know how to take care of ourselves, maybe taking vitamins, but with our skin sometimes we are quite rough sometimes, and that lies also in the nature of our skincare industry and marketing. And there's a lot of anti-aging promises out there which say, you need to use this and that and mask and retinol, retin-A and glycolic and acid peels and all this kind of stuff. And when you're in a young age, and especially when you're in a young age, you have perfect skin, and your skin barrier probably is working just fine and amazing, and then you come with aggressive treatments in skincare and you disrupt those barriers. So this barrier basically dead skin cells, hydrolipid film, and a microbiome. This microbiome, for example, consists of parasites, fungus, and bacteria, and it's really important how this microbiome is configured, and it's really essential for our skin health. If you think about your gut, you probably learn a lot about your gut, that there are lots of bacteria, and it's the same. It's a microbiome which needs to be just intact and working in order for our gut to work, in order for our gut to ingest nutrients given in our food. So that there's a lot of function behind this microbiome. This is the same with the skin. Microbiome needs to just be right. So if we now put irritants on our skin, and it could also just be a fragrance or toxins, it could even come from our detergent where we wash our clothes with, but this touches our skin and it could irritate our skin. All of a sudden this microbiome is in disbalance, and then what happens, bacteria, first of all, the skin barrier is disrupted, bacteria can enter, bacteria can also become overloaded on the skin, fungus can be overloaded on the skin. So this balance really causes disruption in our skin barrier. All of a sudden, those things like bacteria can enter our skin, and things we want to keep in our skin can leave the skin, like moisture. Moisture, for example, is something we definitely have to have in our skin, and there's something called transepidermal water loss, and we need to make sure that this is not going to happen with our skin. Therefore, it's really mandatory that our skin health is provided, and a skin barrier needs to be hydrated. Hydration is the absolute key to functioning skin barrier, but also the key to anti-aging and to skin health, because hydration is to be needs to be delivered into deeper layers of our skin in order to also hydrate our skin cells, because skin cells can only take on active ingredients if they're hydrated. And this is something which is mandatory for them. They need to have the nutrients and the hydration in order to give their best and in order to function their best. Another point regarding anti-aging is, you know, when we go through an aging process, collagen and elastin, which is placed in deeper skin layers, can crumble like a rubber band, for example. And, you know, in order to keep it moist, the skin needs hydration, and then it keeps our collagen and elastin young. Moreover, hyaluronic acid is placed in those deeper layers, and we need to make sure that the hyaluronic acid doesn't go away or gets less. So we need to replace hyaluronic acid, and therefore we need to drink a lot, because hyaluronic acid replaced by the outside binds 1,000 times its water. So it's always good to have like 2 to 3 liters of water every day in order to keep our hyaluronic acid in our skin intact. And you know, when we start aging, and that's something we all do, for example, one essential step of our skincare routine needs to be a hyaluronic serum. And this is our hyaluronic serum, our basic hyaluronic serum. And the perfect thing about it is that it has different molecule sizes, and it has the right consistency to penetrate into deeper skin layers and into different skin layers in order to keep hydration going. And that's something we need to understand. So it doesn't just plump our skin on the surface, in which the big molecules do that, but the smaller molecules, they deliver that they go into deeper skin layers. And what's really amazing is that they also function as carriers throughout the skin layers, and they bring active ingredients into the skin. And no surprise, our Purslane, our power tool herb, is in this hyaluronic serum as well. So that's a really good product for everybody to add to their skincare routine. Also, hydration is important. I just told you there's a hydrolipid film on the skin as well. The skin needs lipids as well, and lipids can penetrate better into the skin if the skin is hydrated. You all probably know that. If you use an oil on your body or on your skin and it doesn't really help with hydration, that's because your skin is very dry and flaky, and the lipids can't really enter the skin very well. So it even tends to dry out your skin even more. So it's also important what kind of oil you use, that the oil doesn't clog your pores. And this is something I want to talk to you as well about oils, oily skin, and clogging pores. But first, I want to tell you one more important thing for our skin barrier is our pH in the skin. And the pH of our skin is slightly acidic, and if we are, you know, using, for example, ingredients which are alkaline, like soaps, or if we use tap water on our skin which is alkaline, it can disturb the pH of the skin, which also needs to be just perfect. So when we are looking for cleansing cleansers, we also should make sure that the pH of those cleansers are perfect. Don't use soaps. Our cleanser is actually really great. It has a pH of 5.2. That's a foamy hydrating cleanser. So all products I make, they're hydrating, they're good in pH, and they are just healthy for your skin, non-toxic, very clean, very scientific. That's another thing. You know, if you want to use like organic or clean products, organic doesn't mean it's synthesized in the lab. Organic just means you put some herbs in a jar, which are not necessarily what you want, because those herbs non-synthesized can not be reliable. They could have viruses, they could cause allergies, they could be quite you know, aggressive to the skin. So it's always important to synthesize in a lab. That's why it's important that the skincare use is scientifically proven and really based on the way those herbs are synthesized in lab. Our Purslane, for example, is biofermented, which brings out the best in the Purslane. and doesn't make it viral, and doesn't, you know, and it keeps it also reliable on concentration, which is important. So now what happens if we disrupt our skin barrier, if there's a disbalance to our skin? Number one, what can happen? Hormones could kick in, and when hormones kick in, our these hormones send a signal to our oil glands, which increase the sebum production, which makes us our skin more oily. Then what can happen, that dead skin cells don't flake off. So dead skin cells get stuck on our skin, they can clog our pores, together with the sebum then can create blackheads, whiteheads, that can even create cystic acne. So what else can happen to our skin? Harsh ingredients, as I just said, can disrupt skin barrier. Dryness coming from, if you sit in front of the computer, it could dry out your skin. So always keep your skin moist. What can happen? Sun, smoking, diet, stress, no sleep, acid peels, not being gentle to your skin, being too rough. And you know, it's just like really important that you love your skin, like your entire system right now, that we're very gentle with our skin, that we're very loving to our skin, and that we really help to make the skin one of the strongest organs in our body, because that's the fortress to the outside world. And there's a lot of things happening in the world, viruses, sun, pollution, everything gets worse. So it really needs to present, our body needs to be presented by our skin, which should be the best skin possible. Yeah, and if our skin is intact, I tell you, this is a 90% win for good skin. So if we're all seeking like beautiful, glowy, dewy skin, this goes together with intact skin barrier. Okay, so let's talk quickly about hormones. As I just said, sebum production goes up when we are getting into puberty and hormones kick in, but also something called a hormone called IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, gets increased in the blood levels, and that's because of puberty as well. So pores, what are pores? Pores are tiny holes in the skin, which are connected to the oil glands, which produce the sebum, and the sebum is the oil produced by the oil glands. And sebum is important because it thermoregulates our skin, it smooths our skin, it waterproofs our skin, so it all has functions. So we cannot exclude our skin from sebum. It's really important that we have it. We're just talking about the excess of sebum. A follicle is the connection between the pores and the glands. And you know, if you have a blackhead, for example, that's just that's skin cells oxidating with the sebum and causing these blackheads. And whiteheads, if it's not oxidated, if it's surfaced with a little bit of skin, and then you get a pimple, and then bacteria could come in, and then it could you know, red blood cells come in, and then it can really cause cystic acne, and can get worse and worse and worse. So what do we have to do in order to really take care of good skin? First of all, you probably also want to know how to define if you have oily skin, dry skin, or combination skin. So what you do is wash your skin, not with a cleanser, just with warm water, and then you wait 30 minutes, and then there are these mattifying papers. You can use that, and you can really define the areas which are very oily and the areas which are dry, and then you can see the oily areas. Maybe the oiliness is just in a T-zone, and you have combination skin. If your skin is dry, you have dry skin, and when it's oily, you have oily skin. So this is how you test it, and therefore you also would adjust your skincare routine. So for example, if you have acne-prone, oily skin, excess sebum production, skincare routine also always needs to consist out of 5 steps. Number 1, cleansing. Cleansing is so mandatory, and especially when you have oily skin, it's just so important to do this in the morning and in the evening. And the cleanser shouldn't dry out your skin. So don't, just because you have oily skin, go for the drying out product. Stay away from everything which dries out your skin. That's a really important advice I want to give you today, that you keep your skin hydrated, and not, you know, don't look for cleansers which have harsh alcohols. You know, don't go for the cleansing brushes, don't go for makeup wipes. This is like, everything is damaging and destructive to your skin. and create more problems. So we really have to make sure that the cleanser to use is hydrating. And I want to recommend you our cleanser, our foam cleanser. It's a super nice silky foam containing aloe vera and urea. It's getting the job done. It's hydrating, has a really good pH for our skin, morning and night. Morning because you know, bacteria could be on your pillow and just to get off the excess sebum. So hydrating cleanser in the morning. Then what you need to do twice a week. And you know, for the cleanser and the enzyme cleanser, actually I recommend you to use the darker skin tone line. And if you go on our website, I put together a bundle for one to really find the right products for the right skin type and for the right skin problem. So the enzyme cleanser is an exfoliation tool, and it's really important to exfoliate twice a week. It's a powder. You put the powder on your hand, you mix it with water, you wash your face, you take off dead skin cells very, very gently. So whatever skin problem you have, this is the most gentle form of exfoliation. Don't go for harsh acid peels. Stick to the healthy skin barrier functioning, strengthening ingredients like our enzyme cleanser. So cleansing, exfoliation. Next step is toning. Balancing toner, really important to even out the pH, yet very hydrating. Also, it removes excess sebum from the skin. Super nice. Also, like the third step, every day, every morning, every night. The enzyme cleanser only twice a week, okay? Toning, you put it on a little cotton pad and go all over your skin. Then what I definitely want to recommend is a hydration tool. You can do the Hyaluronic Serum, but you know, in these days, what I actually go for is the anti-pollution drops, because this also creates a shield on your skin to block out the HEV light from the computers, from the screens, which is so aggressive to our skin. Actually, it's same aggressive like the sunscreen coming from the sunlight coming from the sun, UVA, UVB. So when we sit in front of our screens, put the anti-pollution drops on. Also, they're extremely hydrating. It's a hyaluronic serum as well. So hydration tool, super mandatory for your skin. So, and now, if you have oily prone skin and oily and breakout prone skin, what I want to recommend to you is using the clarifying face cream. And that's a face cream which has all anti-aging properties. It's extremely hydrating, helps to heal up blemishes, and also really soothes your skin. It's a beautiful combination of ingredients designed for acne-prone, oily skin, also to minimize pores. The clarifying face cream. By the way, if you have breakouts, you can also add the clarifying serum before using the clarifying face cream. You can also mix those two together. Super nice combination to hydrate, but also protect your skin and heal your skin from breakouts and blemishes. Obviously, if you want to use an eye cream, we have an eye cream for you, but especially for the clarifying line, I want to recommend you the spot treatment to put on your spots, on your breakouts, to heal overnight, and also to cover. So we have it without cover, without tint and with tint. And I will show you the one with tint because it's so good. Everybody loves the spot treatment. And you see, it's just like, I don't know if you see it. It's really nice. It covers, it has zinc and tea tree oil, beautiful ingredients, and help to heal up the spot. Try to not pick your pimples. I know this is very difficult to do, but if you pick your pimples and it's bleeding, you're already very low in your skin layers, and it could be that you create a scar. And also not just a scar, but it also can create post-inflammatory pigmentation, which we all have experienced, and that's not something we want to deal with later on, because pigmentation is harder to get rid of. Yeah, so please be careful with dealing with breakouts. If a breakout or acne doesn't clear up with the with the recommended way of treating them, you please go to a dermatologist and see if they can get under control in a different way. Nevertheless, if you use treatments also internally or topically, which dry out your skin, you've got to always moisturize and take care of your skin. So use the clarifying line nevertheless, and go for you know, any medication your dermatologist might have for you. Another thing, if you are prone to breakout, there's something called Repair Food. That's a great supplement to be taking, especially when you have problematic skin. It also has zinc in it. Zinc on a daily basis is really helping also with breakouts. Diet. We talked about diet, leave meat away, dairy, high glycemic index, food. Also, if you wear makeup, makeup also can clog pores, definitely clog pores, and dries out your skin, can disrupt skin barrier function. If you feel like the need of wearing makeup, please mix your makeup with skincare. Always hydrate your skin. What's really nice with that is mixing, for example, your glow drops with the foundation, or put it underneath or on top. It's just nice to really hydrate your skin. So what I would suggest, another thing actually, with oil and acne prone skin, don't touch your skin with your hands and fingers, because there are always bacteria on. Also, if you have long hair and it goes into your face, you know, this can have bacteria, and lots of times acne is experienced where the hair touches the skin. This is another thing. Put your hair back, and don't touch your skin with your fingers unless you just used or washed your hands. Also, fragrances, stay away from any ingredients like fragrances, soaps, you know, acid peels, high dosage vitamin C's, peels, retinol, retin-A. Keep away from harsh and inflammation causing ingredients. Okay, so should we answer some questions, or do we do the quiz first? We of course have prepared a little quiz for you guys, like always. Let's start dialing people in. I know there are a few questions, and I want to have a little more interaction with you guys, because it's hard for me always to do the monologue. So who's first?
Whilst we wait to dial someone in, we have a question from Jessie. What's the best and fastest way to get rid of hyperpigmentation?
So that's something I just said. You know, if we damage our skin in order to maybe get rid of problematic skin, we can cause a lot of hyperpigmentation. So if we pop a pimple, sun can enter our skin, and we haven't put sunscreen on, the sun can enter the skin and can cause hyperpigmentation right there. If you use a lot of acid peels, we make our skin super vulnerable and can cause hyperpigmentation right there. So hyperpigmentation is, first of all, something you can also already avoid in the choosing of your skincare ingredients and the way you treat your skin. Hyperpigmentation is caused by the sun, by an overproduction of melanin. So you also want to pick your lifestyle. Also, when it comes to treatments, if you decide, oh, I want to be in the sun all the time, but also want to get rid of my hyperpigmentation, that's very difficult to maintain, because, you know, with the sun, you know, and also with ingredients, even coming from the nature, it makes your skin more sensitive towards sun. So if you do any types of treatments, you always have to wear sunscreen. I created two super nice lines, the darker skin tone line and the brightening line, and those in combination work so well for hyperpigmentation and melasma. But you need to always use sunscreen. You also should add in the Brightening Food. It's ingredients like watercress sprouts, garden cress, copper, lumicol, aloe vera, everything coming from the nature. But as I said, it makes your skin more sensitive to sun. So what I would recommend for this treatment, you use the darker skin tone cleanser and enzyme cleanser, and the Hyaluronic Serum from the darker skin tone line. And then you add your Brightening Serum. This is the Brightening Serum, and your Brightening Face Cream, and your sun drops. Sun Drops is SPF. It's a really great SPF50 and should be used at all times. In the Brightening Food, it's a supplement containing all those ingredients. And one more idea I can give you, especially when you want to work against sun damage as well. There are two serums I use at night. This is the Super Anti-Aging Serum and the Night Serum. First of all, the Super Anti-Aging Serum is a total hydration power tool, but it also has a lot of purslane, which has all the function I explained to you in the beginning, but also it has glutathione, and glutathione is known to help preventing from getting sunspots because it helps to prohibit the enzyme which is responsible for the accumulation of yellow and dark spots. And the Night Serum is a super repair tool and also has ingredients like senna extract, which help the skin to repair UV damage from throughout the day. So there are a bunch of serums which can be used. And if you want to have like a more specific advice, you can ask for a FaceTime consultation with one of my estheticians, which are free, and we give you like the best advice regarding your skin. But this in general, also on our website, we put together the whole bundle of products you use together in order to tackle those hyperpigmentation issues. Hi Sophia, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Hi, so I have combination skin. I've noticed recently I'm getting quite oily on my forehead and my nose, and I never really before did. I love my moisturizer, so recently I've been having quite thick, lovely moisturizer on my neck, but because of my oily forehead and nose, I've gone to a less heavy moisturizer, I'd like to say. Because I'm getting lots and lots of bumps on my forehead and really bad blackheads. I know my mum, she was my age, had bad blackheads. It's really frustrating because whatever I do, I just can't get rid of them. I exfoliate like once a week and I try all I can do, but I really struggle. So I just wanted to ask you.
So probably the moisturizer you use is too oily. It's probably too rich for your skin, and it could have like oils which can clog your pores even more. So it's really important what type of oils are used in your moisturizer, and also it's really important that your moisturizer is hydrating, you know, not just rich. So it's dryness is not treated with oiliness, dryness is treated with hydration. So you want to switch there. So with combination skin, you can really do the program I just mentioned with the you know, anti-pollution drops. You can use the clarifying face cream, or you can use the face cream light on your oily zone and your normal face cream on the other zone. You can break it down in two zones. You know, you can treat your oily zone differently to your dry zone. So your oily zone, you could go for the clarifying face cream, and for the dry zone, you go for the normal moisturizer. And always hydrate. So hydration is done throughout the moisturizer, but it needs to be really good in moisturizer and not just rich. And so for hydration, I would recommend for you the anti-pollution drops. So cleanse your skin, exfoliate twice. How do you exfoliate?
I got this chemical exfoliator. I just put on a cotton pad and just swipe it through, and then
Like a glycolic?
Sorry?
What is it, like a glycolic?
Yes, it's like
So
it's gentle.
Don't use it. Don't use it, because this disrupts your skin barrier function, you know what I just explained, and can cause your breakouts. And sensitivity to your skin. How old are you, may I ask?
17.
So don't go for those harsh ingredients. So exfoliation should be done with an enzyme cleanser, okay? So now you wait for 4 weeks, and then you start exfoliating with an enzyme cleanser, okay?
Thank you. Okay, brilliant.
And be gentle to your skin, because this is what causes all the problems. I would also want you to schedule in for a FaceTime consultation with one of my estheticians. We will send you a contact how to make an appointment, because it's really important that you get educated about this right now, because it will cause a lot of problems in later life. If you are not careful with your skin right now. And that's why we're doing all this education. I hope it wasn't too much information. I hope you could take something away.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's great.
Nice to meet you, Sophia.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Ingrid. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Norway.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm from Norway. And my question to you was if you can start using the night serum and the lifting serum if you're in your 20s.
Yes, absolutely. That's the beauty about the way we formulate products, because the anti-aging approach is not aggressive to your skin. You know, an
Yes.
anti-aging approach like Sophia was using the glycolic pads is very aggressive and very damaging.
Yes.
Anti-aging approach we use is anti-inflammation, hydration, nutrition, telomerase activation, and all those beautiful ingredients coming from the nature. So it's actually great to already use the night serum, already use the lifting serum, because when you're coming into 30s, you will start having little lines everywhere, and you're prepared.
Yes.
You know, you're prepared. You're extra hydrating. You already fill in. So it's really better than going and having Botox and fillers done to prevent with something like a night serum or super anti-aging serum.
Yes, very good. Because I've used bad ingredients for my skin too early, like the AHA acids and so on.
Yeah,
So I recently just stopped those, and my skin is getting much better. And I thought that only acids could help my acne and the what do you call it? Blackheads.
Breakouts, blackouts.
Yeah.
But you understand now why this is actually the opposite. Does it make
because
sense
it dries my skin and damages the skin barrier function.
Very good. I'm very proud that everybody learns all that, because that's really important to know. So we need to keep our skin healthy, you know, and you know, healthy skin looks good. I can promise you this. You know, healthy skin is with everything. You know, if you look healthy, you radiate healthiness, and that's what we want to achieve for our skin. And if you have breakout, that's also a form of inflammation. You know, and inflammation is caused by all those anti-aging crazy stuff, you know. So we want to take down inflammation and want to help the body to, you know, also redness, you know. Redness is a form of inflammation, and this is what makes us age. So let's be careful what we're doing here. You know, even it says anti-aging doesn't mean it necessarily is anti-aging.
Yes. So thank you very much, and thank you for your.
Was this your first skin school, or have you?
No, I have been to many of the skin schools.
So
I love this, using the COVID-19 to educate myself better on the skin care, and also I've been like other professionals has told me that acids will clear out your acne and help you with your skin, but I think that's too aggressive for me, being that young that I am.
It's aggressive for every age, you know, and those products often or always say don't use it when you're pregnant. So if a product says don't use it when you're pregnant, why would you use it when you're not pregnant?
Yeah.
Right? So if it would damage your unborn baby, don't you think it would damage your liver and your, you know, whole system? Would it not damage all of those too? So be careful with what you use. If it says something like don't use when you're pregnant, just don't use it.
Yes.
Also,
makes sense.
Later, makes sense. I will, if you guys want, I will send you an ingredient list of ingredients. You probably already have this ingredient list, but ingredients to look out for, and not using products with certain ingredients. So I think that's also always helpful.
Actually one thing that I think is really hard. It's like you have a very chemical name on the packaging, and I have no idea what the names on the skincare products mean.
Send us an email. We can translate it for you, and use our service team, and they're all happy to answer your question. We want you guys to be super informed and know what you're putting on your skin.
Thank you very much.
So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Yeah, greetings to the US, and I hope you're all good and safe.
Yes, we're living a very anti-inflammatory lifestyle right now. going to bed early.
Yeah. So thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. Hi.
Hi, Sturm. How are you?
So nice to meet you. Where are you from?
London.
Where are you? Where are you now?
I'm in London.
In London.
Yeah, thank you.
How's London doing?
Yeah, we're managing quarantine, but it's not bad. We're getting there.
Okay, good.
Yeah. My question is about what you were saying about, say for example, dry skin and that clogging pores. So say for example, when you're washing your face, like should we be using, say for example, like a face cloth or like a brush to remove, say for example, dry skin during the process? Like say for example, like sometimes I'll wash my face but I still have dry bits, and what do you recommend?
So that's a very good question. First of all, don't ever use cleansing brushes or cleansing wipes, because you rub the dirt into your skin, you can cause micro injuries. Yeah, so don't use any of that except your hands to wash your skin. And this cleanser, for example, is amazing because it not just gets rid of your pollution, dirt, makeup from the day, but also is very hydrating. That's, I think, really, really, really important, that whatever cleanser you use, that it doesn't dry out your skin. Even if you think you have oily skin, don't go for drying out. We always have to hydrate our skin. Yeah, and with your skincare routine, you always need to make sure your skin is hydrated. And if you only want one product, use a really good moisturizer. Use a moisturizer which helps with oiliness but also hydrates your skin, like the clarifying face cream or the face cream light. Or I especially created a line also for darker skin tones, which also tackles oiliness, antibacteria, and still hydrating, helps with evening out skin tone. It's like a whole combination. And make sure that whatever you use, that you don't dry out your skin, because this is what causes blackheads as well, And then twice a week, do a really gentle exfoliation. I don't know, do you exfoliate right now?
I've just ordered the sample for the darker skin tones. I know it's
got the kit, the travel size kit. There you have everything you need. Okay. Everything you need. You have the cleanser, the enzyme cleanser, the hyaluronic serum, and the face cream. Perfect. This will stop all your problems right there. Use it together. Don't use anything else, and this will be really, really good for you. We love that. Give us some feedback, please. Okay.
I will do, thank you. Because I looked for it actually, because I think what another speaker was saying before about I was having problems with the acid. It was damaging my skin, so I did a bit of research and found your product. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Cool. So nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Guys, all come to the maskathon, by the way, on Saturday. I'm sure you all know we're doing this maskathon. This will be so interesting. This coming Saturday, between 9 and 11 PST time. So this is, what time is it in London then?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. in London. So come and join the maskathon. It will be so interesting. I will be talking to scientists, doctors, really cool people, and it will be fun. I promise you guys. And I hope you all signed up for your mask.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Good. First of all, thanks for everything that you're doing. It helps a lot.
Oh, thank you.
But I just had a question about sunburn. So if you do have a sunburn, like on your face, I just got it in the mail, like the kit for teenage breakouts. So it came with anti-pollution. I use the anti-pollution and all that, like the serum.
Cool. Very good.
Sunburn on my forehead and my nose.
Yes.
I know you have the sun drops. Sorry. One thing you could do is if you have aloe vera at home, put aloe vera on it right away. What's really good, also what's great, is if you take chamomile tea bags, cook it, and then you put it in the fridge, and then you use it on that, chamomile and aloe vera. But this is amazing for sunburn. Calming serum. Calming serum. Okay.
Yeah. This is crazy good. This is good for everything where you have to soothe irritated skin. This morning I shaved my legs and then I put it on right after, because it really helps to soothe the skin after any type of treatment, after mosquito bites, after sunburn, when you have rosacea, eczema. This is like a really great product, like a house pharmacy almost, like full of herbal powers.
Okay, yeah, perfect. That was my only question, so that's perfect. So I would just put that, can I use that and the anti-pollution drops together?
Use the anti-pollution drops first and then the calming serum.
And then the calming serum. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So nice to meet you, Priscilla.
Just talking about hair removal, Sarah is asking if there's anything you can do to the skin after you've shaved.
After you shave, I love the calming serum. I just said, you know, when I shave my legs, or, you know, the calming serum is something which really brings down irritation, and, you know, whoever has sensitive and prone to dry skin, this is something I definitely would have at home. Also, any type of injury or scar or redness, irritation, the calming serum is such a wonderful tool. I put it on right now, actually. Just love it so much. So it's a lipid serum. It's just so nice to the skin. It also has a cooling effect. Love this one. It's also great when you have chapped lips. Just nice, like a nice repair serum.
Okay, is lip care as important as your normal skincare? And if so, how do we make sure we are looking after our lips?
Oh, lip care is very important. Also, always protect with sunscreen. Put the sun drops on your lips as well, always. What we created for lips, definitely the calming serum is amazing for lips, but also our lip balm. And with a lip balm, it's really important that a lip balm doesn't dry out your skin. And most lip balms are created with petroleum-based mineral oils, which actually dry out your skin and don't keep hydration into the skin. Also can, you know, it's just not a ingredient you would use on a valuable product. So we created a lip balm, which is basically a combination of lanolin, valuable oils, shea butter, and beeswax. It's just such a nice healing balm. I use it for my lips, but I also use it now on my cuticles and toenails to hydrate. Everything needs to be created around hydration, anti-inflammation, nutrition, telomerase activation. Best lip balm on this planet. Yeah, take care of your lips for sure. Also, you know, when you get older, you get these stupid lines around your lips. So you want to prevent definitely with hydration.
Okay, I think we have another person to dial in. We should have Devin on the line.
Devin? Hi, Devin.
How are you?
Nice to meet you, Devin.
You too. I was wondering, I'm starting to get whiteheads along like my jawline and near my mouth. And I started taking a new probiotic. It's called, I don't know if you can really see, but it's pretty red. And I usually don't. Yeah, and I'm freaking out. And I don't know if it's because of like what's going on or the new like probiotic that I'm taking, but I was wondering what products that you recommend to take.
So, yeah, this can, do you walk outside with the mask a lot?
I do, yeah.
So this can come just from wearing the mask and not, you know, having like little disruptions, maybe dirt, you know, everything gets stuck. You use makeup as well?
I don't really, which I know it's good for my skin, but yeah, I've never really been one to use that much skin.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's tempting to maybe touch those areas and always check if it's getting worse. So you transport bacteria in. Did you change your diet?
So I eat pretty healthy. I actually tried to go dairy-free for the past like 2 weeks, but that's the only thing that has changed recently.
What about meat?
I do still eat meat, yeah.
So, you know, it depends where it all comes from, but it could come now, especially also from stress, you know, with the time we're having right now. It could come from the mask you use right now. So what's a really good routine is to cleanse your face twice a day. Really important, yeah, to make sure your skin is always clean. Don't touch your skin with your fingers. Really do exfoliation twice a week. Do you have an exfoliating product?
Not right now, no.
So use the Enzyme Cleanser twice a week. So cleanser and enzyme cleanser. Cleanser every morning, every night. Enzyme cleanser twice a week only. Yeah. And then what I want you to use is the clarifying serum.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do the step before and use a toner as well.
Yeah, the toner after you cleanse your face, then the clarifying serum, and then the clarifying face cream. Okay, and then this is really your absolute necessary moisturizer. And then what you do twice a week, you use the clarifying face mask. Perfect. And I think we put a bundle together on the website. You can get it in one thing, and then it's really also great price. But also what I want you to use is a clarifying spot treatment, with which you cover your spots because it's tinted, and I think you have you need number 1 for your skin, the color number 1, and then you can put this on your spots and you feel like it's already healing, so it heals your spots, doesn't dry it out, and covers at the same time. So this is something you put on your spots. Yeah, and then if you want to add a supplement, then I would you know, suggest the Repair Food because it helps with healing up acne from the inside as well. So this would be, let's see if I can show you this. These 2 cleansers. You want to take a screenshot?
Yeah, let me make my phone real quick.
You hold this. One is holding those. I hold this.
Okay, got that.
And then you have this.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You got it. Yeah, and always check back with us if you need more help. We can do FaceTime consultations. You know, if you need more help, just be in touch, okay?
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, last of all, we have Ellie. And then we are doing our quiz.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Where are you from? Where are you now?
I'm actually from Minnesota in America.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you because I had like really cystic acne like ever since I was 12, and it's just gotten better over the last year. But it's hard to see over the camera, but I have a lot of like deeper marks, not really like redness, but it's like deeper marks. And so I was wondering what you would recommend for that, because that's been something that I have never been able to sort of like recover from because my acne is so bad. So what would you recommend?
So for this, I would definitely, for you, I would recommend the Enzyme Cleanser. You should have that for twice a week.
Okay,
Definitely.
So is that the exfoliant?
That's the exfoliant, twice a week. It's really amazing. Also, what you should implement in your routine is our cleanser. Cleanser and enzyme cleanser. What I want you to use is the Hyaluronic Serum and the Calming Serum. And I want you to get a microneedling, like a roller. You do this once a month. Start with once a month. Strength 0.25, and you roll in the Hyaluronic Serum with the microneedling device. Yeah. And then you use the Calming Serum and a moisturizer. And probably, do you have oily skin?
So my skin is more, it usually tends to be more dry, but I've been watching your other skin schools about how important hydration is for your skin barrier. So I just started a really good, simple hydrator that I found, and it's been good so far.
Yeah,
good. And I haven't felt much dryness.
Good. So, it's important to hydrate. Do you still have breakouts?
Yes, but they're not usually like big whiteheads. Like usually my breakouts are like really small ones on my nose or like really small ones, and they mostly dot up right here and right here.
So then if you want to try the face cream, because I think with the blackheads and those breakouts around the nose, that suggests that the hydration level is not enough. Yeah, it's really important that you get your hydration going in order for skin barrier function and in order for a super good cycle. So I show you what I would recommend for you.
Take a screenshot.
Let's take a screenshot.
So, okay, so I got that. And then for the exfoliant. Oh, perfect. There we go. Got that too. So you were saying that there's an ingredient that should never be in our exfoliant. You were saying that earlier and I didn't quite catch what you said.
So lots of exfoliants have like glycolic, retinol, retin-A acids, and this is something which would not only exfoliate your dead skin cells, it would also take away healthy skin cells, and this shouldn't be the case. Yeah. Okay. So because the outer layer, the epidermis, needs to be intact, you don't want to over exfoliate and take off the healthy skin cells. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, really nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. Stay safe. See you soon. Come to the marathon.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we're going to do our quiz.
So one more thing to do. Let's see what we all know right now. So we do a little quiz. 4 questions today. Here we go.
Okay, so question 1. Face wipes are a good way to remove makeup. I feel like this is one of those trick questions.
So what do you guys think? I will tell it to you right now. It's not good to remove makeup with makeup wipes because, I want to see if you're all correct, but because you can rub in makeup into your skin and you can do micro injuries to your skin. Okay, so let's see what you all thought. Michael, what is the result?
Hopefully it's false.
Oh, host and panelists cannot work. Oh, okay, it's just us.
So next, oral supplements can improve my acne. Is that true or false?
How do we get all the... Yeah, if you take supplements containing zinc, it can improve your acne, yes.
So that's true. Okay. So here we go. I've got 97% said that was false.
Oral supplements?
Sorry, no, it's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Siobhan's really, really on it.
I'm just testing you, Barbara. But yeah, so true was 96%, so you're all right.
Good. Good students.
Okay, number 3, oily skin types shouldn't use a moisturizer.
Oh, that's easy. That's so easy. Guys, this must be 100% right now here.
It was 97%.
Good.
False.
Good.
And final question, only oily skin is affected by acne. And we have 97% say false.
Good.
So
bravo.
School is working.
School is working. Also, good news, school is over. I always love to hear that when I was young. I hope you don't think I'm a teacher. I don't want to be a boring teacher. Give me your feedback. I really appreciate you all tuning in, and what do you want to learn? Give us some feedback. I really appreciate it. Sending you guys so much love, and all, please come and join the Maskathon. Bring your friends. This will be so awesome. I can promise you, you will be not bored. You will have a lot of surprises, and you will enjoy it. Sending you so much love. Bye, everybody.